Did you get the live stream consent? All right. Hello, everyone. It is morning here, and good evening, everyone on the West Coast. So we are right now in a village just outside Mae Sot, inside Mae Sot district, and our family education team is getting started on the training for this community. This is a migrant community. The workers here are Burmese, and they, oh, hello. And here is a cow. They are taking care of the livestock here for the Thai landowner. A lot of them also get part-time work outside, but the community here are all day laborers, and they're people from Myanmar, Burma, the other side of the border. And we're here to help these families learn how to protect their children and raise them to be strong and healthy, and give them the skills and knowledge that they didn't get growing up extremely poor in Burma without access to education, among other things. So here, over here, I'll set the scene. Here we have the kids side, and Walin is keeping the kids entertained so that their parents can listen and pay attention to the class. Hi, Walin. Say hello. They are staring. And then over here, we have the parents. And we have Adam. He's our trainer today. We're going to talk to him in a minute. He is teaching a class, and we're talking about community health. So when he's got a break, we're going to talk to him, and I'd love for you to meet him because he's a very, very good trainer. He's really good at engaging people and making sure that they understand the material. We're really excited that he's joined our team this year. Let's go have a look. So, can you see the nutrition board there? Can you guess what we're teaching today based on the pictures and the handouts? Okay, so some of you might know that what's been going on the Burma side of the border has been really intense recently, well, all year. And since the coup last year, there have been airstrikes by the Burmese military on civilians, on schools, on churches, on monasteries, on anyone who is objecting to the dictatorship and anyone who's nearby them. And so the situation here has gotten a lot more intense. There are a lot of people on this side, a lot of trafficking going on back and forth across the border, a lot of people taking shelter as far away as they can from the violence happening on the other side. So there are whole internally displaced person camps along the river. We've been supplying some of those with food, but this is the situation and the background against which people end up coming to this area of Thailand. They're looking for a safer and better future for their children. And this community has been here. These are people who've been in Thailand a while longer, and they are here because they can make so much more money here than they can in Burma, and they are trying to take care of their children. And at the same time, it brings them where we can give them tools and skills and help them to be able to empower their children and raise them with security and health and all the things that are really crucial to helping the next generation be the catalyst that we want them to be for change in their country and in their own future families. Welcome everyone who's just joining. I'm going to go see if Adam is free to talk. Oh, check this out. Just families, moms and kids learning. So Adam is in the middle of a group activity on nutrition. If I remember correctly, what they're doing is picking through the pictures and making choices, the healthiest choices they can from the pictured ingredients for how they would cook a meal for their kids. We have unhealthy options and healthy options in order to give them choices, and we're hoping by the end that they will be making wiser choices nutrition-wise.
Hello.
Hello. Say hi to everyone.
Morning. Morning here. Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Adam. Yeah.
So what are you teaching today?
The community health. The topic is the taking care of the old and sick people. Yeah.
Okay.
The last chapter of the nutrition.
Okay.
So we are connecting this nutrition management to the sick people. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So apply what you learned in the last class to how you would cook for someone who is sick.
Yeah.
Do people know how to take care of someone who is sick?
Let's see. So we give them like 4 different patients. So it's like brainstorming what they already know about taking care of the people. What time should they give the food, the amount, where should they keep the patient? So there are 4 different patients with them. Like we make groups and they are discussing it. So at the end, we will make like group discussion again. And if they miss something or if they need to know something, I will fill it up. Yeah.
Okay. What is a common mistake that people make when they're taking care of sick people here that they don't know?
One of the patients is like the 8-year-old child who has diarrhea. So most of the time I give this to the community. The clients say like, no water. Not too much water. Not giving too much water. So it's the opposite of the technique. Yeah.
Right.
So,
because if you have diarrhea,
yeah,
you will get dehydrated.
Also the baby who stay breastfeeding. One of them is like, okay, if the baby is sick, what should we give to the baby who stay feeding the mother milk? And yeah, they confused, they don't know at first what to give to the child, the best thing. Some of them sell like soup or the rice soup or something. Yeah, but the best thing is that the mother milk, breast milk is the best thing. So It is something we are trying to make them know. Yeah, make them realize. Yeah.
So it is entirely possible that people will be healthier and maybe even live longer if they have this knowledge.
This is the main important nutrition for the babies, and yeah, it's the most appropriate diet for the kids. Yeah.
And that's not what they do before we start teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be on you. Do you want to tell us why you do this?
Maybe because I like it. As I was continue doing, I find some bonding to the community and what they need. And I was so surprised that sometimes they don't know the basic thing to take care of their family themselves. And I find it, how do I say, empowering. I don't know. I make it something. Yeah, I feel I might get something. Yeah.
Now you know why we like Adam. So I'm gonna let him get back to actually teaching,
Okay.
and I'm going to check and see if there are any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you too.
I'm going to take you on a little walk over here so you can see where these families live. So we are teaching the class over in this main covered area. And in every community, we have to get permission from the landlord and whoever's in charge to come in and do classes. Right now I'm walking around in between a lot of livestock. And so they are caring for these cows that I just scared. Sorry, cows. This is the residential area. So all those families you saw who are learning, these are where they live. So these are small rooms back behind these doors. They have all their laundry hanging. Here's their firewood for cooking. And this is, for them, this is a pretty good setup. For a lot of people who come here, this is an improvement in some ways. In terms of the finances, it's an improvement usually, and other things, but what they lose is community, extended family, a sense of where they are and how they fit, because all the village structures that they have back home are gone. Say hello to the goats. I keep scaring all the animals. I should probably walk away from them now. But this is the backdrop against which we're coming in. And I mean, basic things like feed your baby milk when she's sick. These are things that we have found that people don't know. And they love their kids and they're doing their best to take care of them. But if you don't have basic information and any way to access it, then how are you going to be able to give your children the best care? So today is all about basic things like keeping a sick person hydrated. How important is that to know? These families often don't even get to a clinic or a hospital when they are sick because the trip is expensive and hard to do, and there are checkpoints along the way, and not all of them are documented. And so the basic knowledge of how to take care of someone who's sick is really helpful and can make a really big difference. Here we're back here. Look at that lively discussion. I love it. As the teacher in me is really excited when I see people actually participating in the classes. That means we're doing something right. So this is just one of the programs that we run. Family education is a really high impact program because the parents, once you equip them with some knowledge, some wisdom, they love their kids, they run with it. And we see a huge change and a huge difference in families and children and how they are in their health, in their safety, in how they are treated inside the family really quickly. But we also have other core programs. So for families that don't have basics, families that are desperate right now and running out of options, we have what we call family rescue. And family rescue is, we visit them twice a month or every 2 weeks. We bring them food so that they aren't hungry. And we bring them coaching. We have coaching and encouragement. We sit with them. We help them to get the space, both physically and mentally, to be able to examine their problems and find solutions. So the food help and the coaching, these are all meant to give families enough breathing space to be able to learn and make changes and have some hope for the future so that they can move into the next step, which is figuring out the long-term plans for caring for their children. And what we're working to do is prevent families from abandoning their children, because when your kids are hungry and you don't have anything to feed them, dropping them off at a children's home or an orphanage that aren't really orphanages because the kids have families, but the families are poor, that becomes an option that you consider, even if that's never something you would have considered before. And so first, we're helping families stay together. And then, as you can see, family education going on here, we are equipping parents to help them actually have the knowledge they need to raise their children to be strong and healthy adults. We teach them positive parenting. We teach early childhood development. We teach water, sanitation, and hygiene, community health. We teach healthy pregnancy. We teach, along with that, nutrition and labor and delivery and how to breastfeed your baby and the importance of breastfeeding your baby compared to giving them sweetened condensed milk diluted with water, which is what parents will do because they don't know there's a difference. And we also teach sexual and reproductive health and rights. And all of these things contribute to giving tools to parents to help them actually raise their children to be body, mind, spirit healthier. And then our third program, which if you follow us, you know about this one too, is Family Enterprise. And we do savings groups. We do VSLA, which is Village Savings and Loan. And we help families to do, to save. It's a community bank that is totally contained within the village. And we help families have the saving structures that they don't have access to. They're migrants here. They can't use Thai bank accounts. But together as a community, they save, they borrow, they invest. And at the end of a saving cycle, they get back their money. And for a lot of them, that is the most money they have ever held in their hand at one time in their life. Just steadily, week by week, contributing a little bit, buying their shares, they are able to save enough for their goal, whether that's to be able to pay school fees for their kids or start a small business or send money back to an elderly parent on the other side of the border in Burma. These families are learning how to save. And so this is just one piece of our full approach to strengthening families and making it so that these kids over here, these kids have a future. These kids have families that are strong and healthy and able to protect them. And I am going to check and see if there are any questions on Facebook and see if I can answer those. Okay. And then I will go away from Facebook and we can have a Q&A. First, I want you to have one last look at these lovely people. All these parents learning how to take care of people when they're sick, each other and their own children. So I'm going to go 1 second over here and figure out how to take it off live.